User-centered design and delivery. It is about having happy users of your application that you want to deliver. It is not about the technology, it is about an end user or an end user group and their process. That needs to be efficient and effective to use. My name is Twan van der Broek and I'm working as an SAP NetWeaver Solution Architect, and I strongly believe with design thinking you can deliver better solutions, better usability to end users. And the thing is that you can achieve that with collaboration and co-creation. Work together on the problem or on the challenge and deliver then a solution that is actually required by the end users. And to do so, we have a user-centered design and delivery methodology, where the 4 first steps are about design and the last 4 steps are about the delivery process. Let's go into the details. The first step is about context. It's about to understand the end user or your end user group. It's to make an inventarization of how the current process is working. What tools is the user using? How does a day in the life look like? What does he do when he enters the office? What does he do with the applications? It's to get all the input that is required to understand the process, the actual problem or the pain points from the process. It is not about criticism, it is about understanding the end user. Then the next step is to analyze all the information that you have gathered from the end users. You can start making a vision on what has to be achieved or some guidelines on the user interface. If you analyze the interview results, for example, you can ask for what part of the screen is actually used and what part of the screen is not used, and what part of the information is good to use and what information is still missing on that screen. That is all base for a workshop, which is the next step in the process. And in the workshop, you work together, you do the collaboration, you do the co-creation, not only from the IT perspective, but with the business, with the representatives from the users. And then you inspire each other. You make sure that there is a lot of creativity to draw, for example, an application that end users want to use in their own workflow, so in their own steps that represent their own workflow. And if you have done the workshop, you have enough input to make or to build a prototype. A prototype which is a visual translation of all the information that you have gathered before. You can even create an interactive prototype, like a clickable demo. There will not be a backend system underneath it, but it will only be the screens that have been designed for example, in the workshop, and you can give that to the end users, or you can give it to representatives of the end users, so that they can click through the demo and validate if that is the actual workflow that they are aiming for. And if you have done that, and if you have delivered the prototype, which is also agreed by the end users, then you can go into the next step. You can go to the delivery phase, which starts, of course, with the architecture, which is to define the solution building blocks and to explore what is already available to make use of existing systems. It's to get technical insight of the translation of the design into IT components. And if you have done that, then you can deliver that to the developer, and the developer can start building the actual application. And again, it's important to have continuous validation with end users, and Scrum is a good methodology to facilitate this feedback moment. And if you have built the application, you can start with the implementation to do rollout. It's not only about the technical rollout, it's also very important to train and coach the end users to make sure that everybody understands what the application is meant for, that they can use the application as it is built. And then I strongly believe that we have happy users, the ultimate goal of user-centered design and delivery. Deliver what is actually required by the end user. To deliver accepted solutions without a lot of change management, deliver what is wanted and deliver happiness. That is user-centered design and delivery. And in short, it's about co-creation, it's about collaboration, it's about building the bridge between business and IT to deliver accepted solutions. Thank you very much.